Hey, it's morning musings with four keys, or maybe morning meanderings with four keys. I don't know what I'll call it, but it's with me, four keys. This song is really silly. It's me, four keys. I'm super silly. And I guess this is my podcast theme song. I don't know. Hey. Welcome back. It's mornings, or welcome in general. I don't know. It's morning. I'm four keys. We on my mat today, and you don't have to be. Um, it may be not even morning to you, but I feel like practicing today. You could follow along if you want to. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. If you follow along, that's on you. I'm not going to cue. I'm just going to sit and breathe and talk to you about what leveling up might mean for you. Um, so, what happens when shit starts going right? When all the intentional adjustments you've been making become second nature. When the bullet journal isn't a lifeline, when you don't need that alarm to hit the gym. All of a sudden you look up and life has changed. Maybe it's bigger. Maybe you stepped out of your comfort zone, or maybe you turned inward and set your sights on a healthier relationship with you. Whether you're in an era of expansion or it's important, whether you're in an era of expansion or integration, it's important to acknowledge those transitions and allow for moments of settle in between. I was 38 when my most recent shift began. I wrote a little bit about it on my Substack, but I'll say it here. The road to radical acceptance is not easy, but it's necessary for leveling. How you going to surmount an obstacle you refuse to see? And you can't avoid a poison if you don't acknowledge the toxicity. Radical acceptance makes it easier for us to recognize when we stayed too long. Not all relationships are forever. People, places, even practices sometimes have limits. I've talked and written plenty about people and places, but what about practices? Last time I showed you my curriculum and how I manage my minimums. I also alluded to the fact that I'm not really using them right now. All the intentional adjustments I've been making have become second nature, and a new life structure has emerged. New structure requires new directives. And if you come to a point in your journey that things feel good but stale, you too might need new directives. So, like, how do we find those new directives, right? Lucky for me, this isn't my first rebrand. Um, I wrote a little bit about that too on my Substack, but I'll stick to what this most recent shift. And this all started a few years ago. I knew I needed three things: expand my meditation practice, be more intentional in my studies, and protect my energy. The first one was easy. I just had to sit. More specifically, I had to develop the discipline to sit even when things got uncomfortable. I had to learn to return softly when I lost track, because I will lose track. I'm not a monk. I have to live in this world, so my practices support that. Same with my studies. I hated school, but I love to learn. And after a talk with my last boss, I figured out that, maybe another advanced study teacher training wasn't for me, at least not one in the States. So I took that off my list. And I took my studies into my own hands. I didn't need another 50 hours of anatomy or handstand drills. I needed a deeper connection with the philosophy, and not just with yoga, but life. I made a list of all my curiosities with the understanding that everything that drew me was probably something I need. If I cared to calculate the hours of self study, I'm sure I'm well into the 500s. But as it is, only 350 are documented. And because I worked so diligently on the first two, the last part kind of happened on its own. Discernment develops quickly when you allow for singular focus and a deeper understanding in your place in the world. I was starting over from scratch, entering a life that was actually mine, not fueled by spite or fear or someone else's dreams for me. It's like I just finished undergrad, but it's a degree only I can see. And if that resonates with you, well, you must be in the same place as me. And if it's your first time, welcome. Don't be scared. It's only up from here. Recognize what works and keep at it. Allow your practices to evolve with you. Consider who you were as a teen. Can you eat like them? Do you even like the same things? That growth doesn't stop in adulthood. We're just too exhausted from all the bullshit to learn. Start from there. Make sure you're resting, not just sleeping, but allow yourself to be replenished. Cocoon if you have to. A new way could be emerging for you. Make sure you're fresh enough to see it. And don't be afraid to let go of what doesn't feel right anymore. Physically, I'm older. Perimenopause is on the horizon, so we need different things. I'm doing my own thing professionally, which requires different things socially. And don't get me started on my family. New structures require new directives. And I'm going to stick with 3. Make new friends and be more outgoing socially. Deepen my glamour and pamper practice. And do more strength and conditioning. Because I'm flexible enough. But yoga isn't just about flexibility, it's about resilience. Strong muscles are flexible muscles. So, we're leveling up. How about you? See you next time. Well, that's all I got for now. If you liked it, great. If not, that's cool too. Until next time, be well.